Let us recite Brahmanath. Om Om Santi Santi Santi.
Good morning, students. Today is our first revision class, and in this class we have decided to discuss the male reproductive system and female reproductive systems. These two are two important long questions for these exams and for the council exams you are going to appear in 2021. Now come to the first, male reproductive systems. While writing a long answers, the time duration is 30 minutes, or it may extend 30 to 35 minutes, not more than that. And first part of this answer is introductions. Introductions of the male reproductive systems. And introductions should be within the 2 to 3 sentences only. That humans are sexually dimorphic, the male and female are quite different, and the male reproductive system is well developed. Then come to the organs. Organs of male reproductive systems. It includes the organs like you will write in the column manner like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Okay. So for the primary sex organ is the first one is the testis. Number 1 testis. So not from testis. So first of all is the scrotum. Scrotum. Then testis. Testis is surrounded by epididymis. Then from the epididymis, a elongated coil structure is coming out. This is the vas deferens. Then duct of the vas deferens and prostate gland unite, forming ejaculatory duct. I have not leveled. This is the ejaculatory duct. And in the ejaculatory duct, there is a widened structure. Widened part is ampulla. After ejaculatory duct, come to the next part is urethra. Urethra is the pipe or the duct which carry the urine and opens to outside by external urethral orifice. Then penis. Penis is the male copulatory organ. And lastly, the accessory glands. There are 3 accessory glands. First one is the seminal vesicles. Then is the prostate glands, and next is the Cowper's glands. Okay, you will write these organs one by one like this. Okay, 8 like this. Okay. Then come to description of one by one. It starts from the scrotal sac or scrotums. Sometimes the scrotal sac is also comes as a subnodes, right? Subnodes on the scrotums. So scrotal sac is nothing but a pigmented skin, and it is in between the 2 legs, and the scrotum is separated by partitions. This partition is known as septum scroti. There are 2 testes, and this is supposed to be the scrotum. Here the partition is septum scroti. Then during the embryonic development, testes each remain inside the abdomen. But at the 7th month of embryonic development or gestations, it is ascendant. It is descending. It is descending under influence of hormones, anti-mullerian hormone AMH, and there are suppose the testis becomes intra-abdominals. It causes a disease. That disease is known as cryptorchidism. Okay, cryptorchidism or chordism. It comes as also objective questions. And there are some cases in which due to some abnormalities, the loops of the intestines gets bulging into the scrotal sacs, makes it swelling, and the disorder is known as inguinal hernia. Remember, inguinal hernia. Then the testis is provided with a low temperatures, which is 2 to 3 degree temperature less from the normal development, normal body temperatures, which is the suitable temperatures for the spermatogenesis. How it is maintained? It is maintained by a counter current systems that is formed by the pampiniform plexus. This pampiniform plexus is nothing but it is a nerve which carry the blood from this testis and epididymis towards the heart. And this pampiniform plexus contains the blood which is quite less from the normal blood flowing in the body, and it is very close approximity with the testicular artery which contains the blood of normal temperature. As they are very close to each other, then there occur the exchange of temperatures. Some coldness comes to the testicular artery and some warmth of the testicular artery comes to the pampiniform plexus. As a result of this, the testicular artery maintains the low temperatures, which is the suitable for the spermatogenesis. Similarly, there is another reflex, that is the cremasteric reflex. During the cremasteric reflex, when there is in the cold weather, in the cold conditions, what happens? The testis is slightly descended to get the warmth of the body. So, by the help of the pampiniform plexus and the cremasteric reflex, the testis remain its temperatures. So, this is all about the scrotums, and you have to write the important points, that is the pampiniform plexus or the cremasteric reflex, or it is also provided with the dartus muscles, and that is the inguinal hornea or the cryptorchidisms underline, so that it would be easily identified by the teachers while corrections. Next part come to the testis. Testis is the it is the oval or almond shapes. It is the primary sex organs capable of production of the sperms. Now come to its dimension. Its length 4 to 5 cm. Its width, that is the 3 cm, and the weight 10 to 15 grams. Then it's the covering. It is covered by the 3 layers. That is the outermost is tunica vaginalis. Then inner one is tunica tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea, and tunica vasculosa. If you can't remember these names, you can also write simply the tunica albuginea as the outermost covering, because tunica albuginea completely covers the testis. Then you have to draw the diagrams. Okay, you have to draw this diagram first. Okay, this is the first diagrams, and you have to draw the 3 diagrams. Second diagram is nothing but the TS of testis, and third diagram is the TS of penis. So, okay, and you have to level all these structures and all should be in the proper spelling. So, I am now going to erase these diagrams. Okay, next come to TS of testis. In the transverse section of testis, let us come. It is covered by, okay, let us see. Testis consist of a number of seminiferous tubules. These are the seminiferous tubules. In seminiferous tubules is lined by the germinal epithelium. This is the seminiferous tubule. Shortly I am writing due to lack of times. And these cells are known as the germinal epithelium. Germinal epithelium. And in between these there are some elongated cells. Those elongated cells are the Sertoli cells, or subtentacular cell or Sertoli cells. In between these there are some interstitial cells. Those are the Leydig cell, capable of secreting the male sex hormones or the testosterone. Now you have to show the different stages in this one diagrams. That is spermatogonia. Primary spermatocytes. This is the primary spermatocytes. Then primary 1 degree spermatocytes. Next one is the secondary spermatocytes. Then spermatids. And finally, you will draw some elongated sperms at the center, which are the spermatozoa. And after drawing the diagrams, you have to don't forget to write the TS of testis of human. Okay, like this. Only you have to draw one diagram showing the different stages and the Sertoli cells. These are the Sertoli or sus-tentacular cells. Okay. Then come to the testes made up of seminiferous tubules, and from the seminiferous tubules the tubuli recti is emerging. The tubuli recti leads to formation of retitestes, which is a network-like structures. Then what is the function of Sertoli cells? Sertoli cells, its structure and location and functions. It is elongated cells, secretes the which hormones? Anti-Mullerian hormones, and it is the nutritives. It provides nutrients to the developing spermatozoids and other functions, like it is capable of inducing the spermatogenesis under influence of FSH. So this is about the testes along with the epididymis together forms testicles. Next come to the epididymis. Quickly you have to write. Next part is the epididymis. It encircles the testis in all surface, and it is the length, that is the 6 meter, and its divisions caput, corpus and cauda, and its functions. Individually the functions are to be written in point-wise manner, like 1, 2, 3. That is the main function, storage, final maturation, like this. So after this come to the epididymis, come to the vas deferens. Vas deferens is there are two vas deferens which carry the spermatozoa from the ovary, from the testis to the male reproductive system, that is the urethra, for the ejaculations. Then what is the function of vas deferens? After vas deferens come to ejaculatory ducts. Individually structure and functions. Ejaculatory duct, the duct of the prostate gland, duct of the seminal vesicles, and the duct of the vas deferens unite to form the ejaculatory duct. It is for the ejaculation and release of the semen. Semen is nothing but the sperm containing fluid. After ejaculatory duct, what is the next part? Next part is the urethra. Urethra is the urethra opens from the urinary bladders, and it opens to outside the external urethral orifice. Then its 4 parts. First part is the urethral part, second part is the prostatic part, third part is the membranous part. Let me write one by one. Urethral part, prostatic, membranous, and last part is penile. Then function of urethra. Okay. Next come to the penis. Penis is the, after urethra come to penis. You have to draw the diagram of penis, which is the transverse sections. Penis is the male copulatory organs. It is provided with 3 erectile cords. 2 of them are corpora cavernosa and single one is the corpus spongiosum. Let us draw, and you will draw this reproductive systems. You have to draw the diagram of, that is the transverse section of penis, which is consist of the 2 corpora cavernosa and 1 corpus spongiosum. Here the urethra is the penile urethra, dorsal artery and dorsal veins. So after penis, and then you have to write about the glans penis, that is the terminal sensitive part is known as the glans penis, and it is surrounded by a skins, that is the prepuce or foreskins. Okay, while writing this in points, you have to underline each points. Then come to the accessory glands. What are the accessory glands? There are 3 accessory glands, a pair of seminal vesicles, prostate glands and Copper's glands or bulbourethral glands. Then while writing in the accessory glands, you have to keep your minds that always you have to first write the locations and their nature of secretions and their functions. For example, all these 3 glands are located behind the urinary bladders. And about the seminal vesicles, what constituents? It forms the 60 to 70%. It contains the fructose, citrate, prostaglandin, etc. And its functions. Function is the lubrications, and it provides the nutrients to the developing sperms. Similarly, about the prostate gland. Prostate glands, it is a pair of lobulated glands present behind the urinary bladders. And what are the constituents and what is the functions? That is, the much part of the semen is formed by the prostatic secretions. It contains the PSA, prostate cyclase antigens, citric acids, inositol, etc. and its functions. Similarly, a P-size gland is present behind the prostate gland, that is the corpus or bulbourethral glands. It helps in the lubrications and it neutralizes the acidity of the urethras and help in the lubrications of vagina. Then last we come to the semen. What is semen and how much quantity of semen is produced by normal persons? What is oligospermia? Like this. So semen will be your last part of this male reproductive system long answers. Okay. So while we cover these long answers, next in these long answers, what are the possible differences and short answer types and also objective type? Let us discuss. Type questions which carries the 2.5 marks. You have to write the informations in 6 to 8 sentences. Okay, if you will write 2 to 3 sentences, you will get simply 0.5 marks. So try to answer minimum 6 to 8 sentences. Okay. So first of all, come to the cremasteric reflex. What is cremasteric reflex? It is the reflex which maintains the body temperature, for the spermatogenesis. And what happens? Due to this cremasteric reflex, the testis is elevated upward during the cold weathers, and it is controlled by muscles, cremasteric muscles. Similarly, countercurrent heat exchange. Countercurrent heat exchange systems. It is a mutual exchange of the temperatures between the pampiniform plexus and the testicular artery. Due to this, how the mechanism is going on? Exchange of the heat between the pampiniform plexus and the testicular artery, so that the temperature of the testicular artery becomes 2 to 3 degrees centigrade less, which is suitable for spermatogenesis. And blood testis barrier. Blood testis barrier is a special function of the Sertoli cells. And how it is maintained? It is being maintained by some particular cells. Those are the basal lamina of germinal epitheliums. Second one, the myoid cells. Third one is the tight junction between the Sertoli cells. These cells. Then, what is the importance? What is the significance of this blood testis barrier? The antigens of the spermatogenic cells, or the spermatocytes, or the spermatids, and the component of the blood, that is plasma, lymph, different excretory substances, different nutritive substances, are not entered from the blood into the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, or from the seminiferous tubules into the blood, so that the homeostasis is being maintained. And the inguinal hernia, as I told in the scrotums, due to some irregular functions, what happens? The coiled mass of the intestines is getting loose, it getting descended downward, and the scrotums get swollen. It gives rise to a degener that is known as inguinal hernia. Function of the Sertoli cells. Where Sertoli cell is present in between the germinal epithelium, elongated cells, prominent nucleus. Their function is secretion of 3 things. One is the anti-Mullerian hormones, androgen binding proteins, and third one is the inhibin, and the function of the each. Why testis is extra abdominal? Testis in the human is outside the abdomen to have the body temperature less than 2 to 3 degrees centigrade, which is suitable for the spermatogenesis. And you have to also not only write 2 to 3 sentences, you have to extend your answers by at least 4 to 5 sentences, not less than that. Then cryptorchidism. The individuals where the testis is intra-abdominal, that condition is known as cryptorchidism. Then PSA. What is PSA? When the prostate gland, which is the accessory gland, secrete a antigen, that is the prostate specific antigens. This prostate specific antigens is being diagnosed to a disorder. That particular disorder is for the prostatic cancers. So these are some of the important short answer type. Along with this, the different organs of the male reproductive systems. For examples, what is ejaculatory duct? What is urethra? What is penis? What is scrotums? Such things are also coming. You can be prepared while you answer the long answer type questions. Now come to the important some of the model or important differences relating to the male reproductive systems. Let us come. The differences between the following of male reproductive systems. Primary and secondary sex organ, it is the introduction to the animal reproductions. It is given, the primary sex organ, it is given in the materials. The primary sex organ is the testis and ovary which produce the gametes and secretes the male sex and female sex hormones. Secondary sex organs which help in the process of reproduction, that is the transfer of the sperm into sperms into female reproductive systems and other process of reproduction. And you have to write the point of differences, minimum 4 point of differences. If the example is there, you have to write the examples at the bottom and example are to be underlined separately. Next is the sperm and semen. So what is sperm? Sperm is the male gametes and semen is the sperm containing fluid secreted by the accessory glands. Then other point of differences. There may be some defective sperms and defective sperms without having the power of motility, or the semen count may be less. There are some semen where the sperm count is less, and such kind of the semen is known as oligospermia. Then vasa efferentia, vasa differentia. These are then Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, male urethra, female urethra. All these three are given in the materials. That is in the PDF. Then even in the long type questions, short notes are coming. Each short notes carry the 3.5 marks. Some of the expectings are histology of the testes or simply testes. Here you have to draw the testes and draw the that is the transverse section of the testes, seminiferous tubules, their germinal epithelium, Leydig cells, and the functions and the structures and function of the testes, seminiferous tubules. Then accessory glands of the male reproductive system. So you have to write the 3 glands, those are the seminal vesicle, prostate gland, corpus gland individually. Then even the whole male reproductive system is coming as a short notes in the long type questions. It was coming in the 2019 as a long type questions. Okay, now let us discuss some of the objective questions, and all the objective questions which are in the materials or in the textbook are necessary, are important to know, and you have to go through. So few of them, due to lack of time, I am going to discuss questions of this male reproductive system. Which hormone help in the testicular descent? What is the answer? Answer is anti-Mullerian hormones. Name the animals where the testis is extra-abdominal. In the elephant, in sea cow. The retention of the testis inside the abdomen, cryptorchidins. While writing, you have to give the number and spelling should be correct. Des plexus provide counter current heat exchange. It is by punctiliform plexus. Des is the covering of the testis. You know that there are 3 covering, but the covering, that is the tunica albuginea, entirely cover the testis. So answer would be tunica albuginea. Inhibin is secreted by the cell, Des cell. You can say Des cells, that is the Sertoli cells, or by you can write the Sertoli cells. Des is the site for final maturation of the sperms. Epididymis. Which epididymis? Particularly Poda epididymis. What is oligospermia? If there is a less sperm count, that term is known as oligospermia, and you have to write how much quantity of the sperm is produced in oligospermia. Then if it is a 2 marks answers. Then glans penis is covered by prepuce or foreskin. What is smegma? The prepucial glands secretes a white sebaceous substance that is known as smegma. Secretion of des occur by seminal vesicles help in the nourishment. The answer is fructose. Question comes, answer in one words or in multiple choice, or change the underlined words. And in the objective type, all the questions are compulsory for you. Don't have any choice. Fibrinolysin is secreted by the prostate glands. What is oligospermia? That is the same answer I have repeated. Sorry to say. Or you can here the answer may be Des is the sperm count. You have to write this sperm count in oligospermia. Des is the sperm count. In oligospermia. in orchidoctomy. What is orchidoctomy? Castrations or removal of the testes by surgery. It is orchidoctomy or it is also castration is removal of the testes. ADAM, androgen deficiency in aging male, is known as ADM. It is due to hyposecretion of testosterone. So these are some of the expecting or important or expecting long objective questions which are compulsory for male reproductive systems, but you have to go in detail from the textbooks and also from the concerned materials. Next, come to the female reproductive system. Reproductive system in human consists. Before going to the female reproductive systems, let us come to its introduction. Introduction also carries marks. Students, don't forget to write the introductions. For example, 2 to 3 lines only, not more than that. Female are sexually dimorphic. The reproductive system of female is more complex than that of male, because female not only have to produce the gamete, secretes the female sex hormones, but she also has to take care of the infants after parturitions by feeding. And the female reproductive system consists of, let's go to the different organs, and you have to write the organs one after another, just as I told in the male reproductive systems. That is, first one is ovary. So you have to write one by one. First one is a pair of ovaries. Next one, a pair of oviducts. These are two pair of oviducts or fallopian tube. Next is the uterus. The single central is the uterus. This is the uterus in the diagrams. Next one is the vagina, then vulva, and the accessory glands. Along with this, breast is also a part of female reproductive systems. Then you have to draw these diagrams. This is the diagram of female reproductive systems which show all the organs. After drawing the diagrams, you have to level it, or you have to level it properly. The spelling must be correct and handwriting should be visible. Okay. And after drawing the diagrams, you have to mention its name at the top or at the bottom. Don't forget. It also carries marks. These are two pair of ovaries that you know. Oviducts, okay, and single uterus. This is vagina, and this is the vaginal orifice or vaginal opening. There are two openings, that is the external orifice or external OS and internal OS. External OS, that is opening from the cervix to vagina, whereas internal OS, that is from body to vagina. Okay, this is all about the diagram of. Then come to the first part. First diagram should be scientific. Okay. Next come to the first organ, that is ovary. Ovary is the primary sex organ. Its shape is of, what is? It is of almond shape. Its dimension, length is 2.224 cm. It is about, you have to write, length is about 224 cm. Width is 1.5 cm. Weight is about 4 grams. And it is lodged in the thoracic cavity. And its attachment, it is attached to uterus by this mesothelium and attached to the body dorsal body wall by a broad ligament. After writing the mesothelium and ligament, you have to underline this. Now come to the histology of the ovary. The ovary is made up of how many layers? 4 layers. That I will draw the diagrams. The outermost, all the 4 layers you have to write one by one, like A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A. Germinal epithelium. B. Tunica albuginea. C. Cortex. D. Medulla. Okay. So against each layer you have to write one line. For example, germinal epithelium is the outermost layer and it is made up of squamous epithelial cells. So let me draw how to draw the diagram of TSF ovary in a very quick way. So let us see how the diagram of transverse sections of ovary is quickly drawn. This is the second layer. Outermost layer is germinal epithelium. Second is the tunica albuginea. active egg nest, primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle, this is Graafian follicle, ovulation, secondary oocyte, corpus luteum, corpus albicans. This is the arthritic follicles. So let us level one by one. This is the attachment. Attachment is known as mesothelium. Outermost layer is germinal epithelium. Second layer is tunica albuginea, egg tube, egg nest. This is the germinal epithelium, outermost layer. This one is egg nest. Primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle. This one is the mature follicle. Mature follicle is known as Graafian follicle. This is the mature follicle named as Graafian follicle. All these follicles are retained in the cortex. So this layer is the cortex. Central part is medulla. Both cortex and medulla are known as stroma. The centrally placed follicles are the arthritic follicles. Okay. On ovulation, there is release of, this is ovulation. There is release of secondary oocytes, and after ovulation, this is the corpus luteum. Graafian follicle, when release the secondary oocyte, it is known as corpus luteum. And if fertilization doesn't take place, corpus luteum changes to a white colored mass, that is corpus albicans. Corpus albicans. And the centrally placed is the connective tissue blood supply. After drawing the diagrams, don't forget to write T's of ovary. It must be mentioned. Okay, this is about the transverse section of ovary. Now come to the structure of Graafian follicle. The mature ovarian follicle is known as Graafian follicles. And Graafian follicle is having the outermost layer theca externa. It is followed by theca interna. So let us draw one by one. Theca externa. Then is the theca interna. Membrana granulosa. Eccentrically placed is the ovum, or which is the secondary oocytes. Okay, it is surrounded by a oolemma, corona radiata and zona pellucida. This layer is corona radiata, then this is the corona radiata. Zona pellucida and corona radiata. So let us level theca externa. This one is the theca interna, and this layer is the membrana granulosa. You have to level it. Without leveling, diagram has no value. Remember, and it should be written. What is its name? Graafian follicle. The mature ovarian follicle is known as Graafian follicle. The outermost layer is theca externa, followed can say it is the basement membrane, not basal membrane. It is the basement membrane. Follicular antrum or follicular cavity, whatever you may say. This is the secondary oocytes surrounded by ulema. Corona radiata, first one is the zona pellucida, which is non-cellular made up of glycoprotein. Zona pellucida. This is the corona radiata. Your hands should be very fast. Okay. This is the jaw hill. Before exam, you must have to practice the diagram. Discus, proligerus or cumulus operus. Discus, proligerus. So these diagrams you have to draw. 3 diagrams in the female reproductive systems. What are the 3 diagrams? System diagrams, PSF ovary and also the Graafian follicles. Then during the formation of ovarian follicles, what happens? At the before birth, about 6 to 7 millions of primary oocytes are formed, but these primary oocytes at the time of birth get reduced to 2 to 3 millions. That is, at the time of birth, there are only 2 to 3 millions are left as primary follicles. But at the puberty, this number changes to or reduced to 60 to 80,000. So what about the rest? The rest of that means the degradations or the degeneration of ovarian follicles during developments, during the life of a female is known as follicular atresia. It is very important. Follicular atresia. Then you will write about the different structure of ovary and structure of Graafian follicles. At the outermost layer, as per the diagram, you will write 3 to 4 sentences. Next, come to the after ovary, next organ, it is the oviducts. Oviduct has paired structures. Its length, have to mention, length is about 13 centimeters. It conveys the ova from ovary to the uterus after fertilizations. And the different parts of the oviducts. First part is the distal part which previous the finger-like processes. That part is the infundibulums. Next part is the ampulla. Next, the narrow regions is the isthmus. And the part of the oviduct which is attached to the uterus is the uterine parts. Against each part you have to write 1 sentence. Okay, and you have to mention where the fertilization takes place. That is the ampulla isthmic junctions. Okay, so these are about the oviducts. After structure of the oviduct, separately you have to write this. This is the structure of oviduct. Separately you have to write the function of oviducts. And function should be written in this 2 to 4 lines. Okay, 2 to 4 sentences separately. Okay, this is about the oviduct structure and functions. Next organ come to uterus. There is a single uterus which is PS shape. It is attached to the body wall by mesentery. Then its length. Its length is about 7.5 cm and the width is 5 cm. This is the structure and the dimensions. So next come to the parts of the ovary. Parts of uterus. Uterus is divided into 3 zones from anterior to posterior. First part of the uterus is the fundus. Second is the body. Third is the cervix. Then the central cavity is known as uterine cavity. The connection between the body and cervix, what is the connection? Is internal orifice, and the connection between cervix to vagina is external orifice or external OS, and the connection between cervix to body is internal OS. Next come to the histology of uterus. Histologically, the uterus has 3 layers. The outermost layer is the perimetrium, middle is the myometrium, and inner is endometrium. The outermost is perimetrium, middle one is myometrium, and innermost layer is which is lots of during menstruation. section is the endometrium. Okay, again endometrium is divided into 3 layers, that is stratum bassalis and stratum functionalis. Stratum bassalis and second one is stratum functionalis. You have to write in sentence way, not in like this. Okay, just for your understanding I am writing due to lack of time. Okay, but you have to write in the sentence. While writing in the sentence, these points have to be underlined. The stratum bassalis is the basal layer and the layer stratum functionalis is in every month it gets larger, it gets separated, and again by proliferation new layer is formed. Next come to the blood supply to the uterus. The blood supply to the uterus, that is the myometrium, is supplied with the arcuate artery. Again arcuate artery is divided into straight artery and spiral artery. Spiral artery provides to the stratum functionalis and straight artery supply blood to the bassalis. This is about the structure of, you will write separately heading as structure of uterus. Next you have to write the function. Just we have written in the function in the oviduct, that is the function, and make the separate points 1, 2, 3 like this. Okay. So after uterus come to the next part. Next part is the vagina. That is vagina. Vagina is also known as copulation chamber and its length is about 10 cm. The vagina opens to outside by vaginal orifice and it is open to the surface by a external orifice. The vagina, this is about the structure of vagina. Next come to the function of vagina. Vagina is the canal which is used as a birth canals, number 1. And the menstrual flow released or menstrual flow occur through the vagina. Then the vaginal opening, one more points, in vaginal openings in the virgin girls is having a membrane. That membrane is known as hymen membrane. Okay, these points, the important points are to be underlined while writing only. Okay, don't forget to do that. After vagina comes to the vulva or external genitalia. Vulva, or it is also known as external genitalia. No need to draw the diagrams. Only there are 8 parts, but at least you have to write 6 parts. And against each part, only one sentence have to be written. Those are mons pubis, labia majora. I am writing one by one. Labia majora. Only one sentence, not more than that. Labia minora, vestibule, clitoris. You have to number it 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Vaginal orifice, urethral orifice, and in the meantime I have left one thing, perineum. Okay, so similarly you have to write one sentence against each. After the external genitalia, come to the accessory glands. In females there are 2 types of accessory glands, lesser vestibular gland and greater vestibular gland. So first of all come to what are the lesser vestibular glands, and in the lesser and greater vestibular glands 1 or 2 sentences have to be written. First come to the lesser vestibular gland, or it is also known as paraurethral glands. Second is the greater vestibular gland. 1 or 2 lines. Minute glands present around the urethral orifice is the lesser vestibular glands. It is homologous to the prostate in male, whereas greater vestibular glands, it is the homologous to the corpus glands. and it is also known as Bartholin glands, or most of the time question comes Bartholin glands. The gland in male which is homologous to Bartholin gland in female. It was one of the question in your unit test, remember. So after completing the accessory glands, these two are the accessory glands. Accessory glands in the female reproductive systems. Okay, lesser vestibular glands, greater vestibular glands. Only one or two sentences have to be written against each. So lastly come to the breast. Breast is also a part of the long answer. System is breast. The breast contains the mammary gland for the feeding. Then the breast are the nothing but the round eminences present on the thorax over the pectoral muscles. In the middle of the each breast contains a nipple. Nipple is surrounded by areola. Then the milk stimulating hormones. What is milk stimulating hormones? Which is the prolactin. You have to write. And milk rejecting hormone is oxytocin. So this is all about the female reproductive system, starting from ovary up to the breast. And after this, you will see in the PDF there are homologies between male and female system is there. Please remember those homologies for objective questions. Then let us switch over to the important short answer type and differences. Reproductive systems. These are the differentiation type of questions which carry 3.5 marks, and minimum 4 points of difference are to be written. First one, testis, ovary, corpus luteum, corpus albicans, Graafian follicle, corpus luteum, myometrium, endometrium. Then let us discuss what is testis and ovary. Differentiation between testis and ovary. The testis is male gonad, ovary is the female gonad. Testis secrete testosterone, which is the male sex hormones, and the male gamete sperm or spermatozoa. Similarly, the ovary secrete estrogen along with progesterone and relaxins. Those are the other hormones of female sex hormone along with the estrogen, progesterone and relaxin. And the female gamete, or known as ova, is produced by ovary. Next, the position of testis and position of ovary. The testis is extra-abdominal, whereas ovary is inside the abdomen. Fourth point of difference. The testis is lodged inside or remain inside by scrotal sac, which is a muscular pouch, whereas ovary is not covered by or encircled by any other sac. Next one, corpus luteum, corpus albicans. It is already inside the study material or PDF, but again I am telling what is corpus luteum. After ovulations, the Graafian follicles is known as Graafian follicle changes to corpus luteum. Then what is corpus albicans? If fertilization doesn't take place, corpus luteum converted into corpus albicans. It is endocrine in nature. Corpus luteum is endocrine in nature, secreting which hormone? Progesterone. Whereas corpus albicans is not endocrine in nature. Its color is yellow in color, whereas it is white in color. Corpus albicans makes white scare on the ovary. It doesn't make any type of scare on the ovary. And Graafian follicle and corpus luteum and myometrium, endometrium, these two are already given in your PDF. You can refer. Then next, short answer type which carry 2.5 marks. What is follicular atresia, or explain follicular atresia? As we discussed earlier, follicular atresia is the phenomenon of degeneration of ovarian follicles from birth till puberty, and large number of ovarian follicles are degenerated. That kind of degenerations is known as follicular atresia. It is a programmed cell death. Then subnodes on Graafian follicles. Already you know the mature ovarian follicle is known as Graafian follicle. Then 48 structures It is surrounded by thicca externa, thicca interna, and the cavity is known as antrum or follicular antrum. Then the secondary oocytes is placed inside eccentrically. It is surrounded by oolemma. Oolemma is again protected by non-cellular layer zona pellucida. Zona pellucida is encircled by corona radiata. And Graafian follicles or on influence of the hormone LH, it undergo ovulation releasing secondary oocytes. And the Graafian follicle get filled with the blood and immediately changes to corpus hemorrhagicum. Next come to the short notes on the long types, which carry each 3.5 marks. Just like testis of ovary, testis of human. Similarly, the question may come ovary of human. You will write about the structure of ovary and its the function of ovary. And Graafian follicle. Here, if it in the long type, we have to draw the diagram of Graafian follicles. Next, let us come to the objective type questions, which are compulsory. Don't have any choice. Objective type questions of female reproductive systems, which are compulsory in your examinations. Ovary is attached to dorsal body wall through dash, mesothelium. Cortex and medulla are together called stroma. Dash is the mature ovarian follicle, Graafian follicle. These questions may come as a fill-up or answer in one word or change the underlined words like this. Name question number 4. Name the non-cellular layer encircling secondary oocytes in Graafian follicle. This is the zona pellucida. Dash is the cavity of Graafian follicle, follicular antrum. Dash is the site of fertilization in human. Site of fertilization in human. So what is ampullary ischemic junction of ovidum is the site of fertilization. Which layer of uterus undergo contraction during parturition? Myometrium. Dash is known as birth canal, vagina. Clitoris is homologous to dash of male, penis. Last question. Cowper's gland of male is homologous to Bartholin gland of female. Okay, here the answer is Bartholin glands. By this, we have completed our revision on male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Thank you.